Welcome to Gentle Yoga. Welcome to and meditation, and this is a 45-minute class. Comeback Yoga is a nonprofit. We offer yoga and meditation classes to people who are serving in the military or who have been in the military, and to their friends and family. We have a website, comebackyoga.org. You can go there and find out more about us. If you've made your way here, welcome. I'm glad you're here. Let's get started. If you have a cat in your lap, you can pet the cat for a minute, or dog. Give him some purrs. And rub your hands together. You can inhale and stretch your arms up. Exhale and put your fingertips on the floor. Look down. Inhale to reach up. Put your hands together. Exhale, draw your hands down. Center line. It's called fountain breath. Inhale to reach up. Exhale, fingertips down. Look down. Inhale, reach up. You can look up. Exhale, center. We'll do that one more time. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fingertips to the floor. Look down. Inhale, reach up. Hands together. Exhale, center line. And let's stick one leg out to the side. And you can fold your other leg in. Take your hand down, top of your leg. Just stretch wherever it feels appropriate. So you got a little bit of stretch going on, but also it's not so much stretch that you feel uncomfortable. Be here for a little bit. You can rock and lift up and bring your leg in, get your head stretched out, and you can hold on to it and rock it. And put it on the floor, and we'll turn towards that leg, that side. And holding on to your leg, you can put your elbow on the inside of your knee, press them together. And you can stay here with your other hand holding underneath your leg to keep your knee pointing up towards the ceiling, or you could wrap your other arm around behind you. And let's unpretzel ourselves. Come back to center. You can readjust your fold of your legs and hands together. We'll find the fountain breath again. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fingertips to the floor, look down. Inhale, put your hands together above you. Exhale, draw your hands down, center line. Inhale, stretch your arms overhead. Part your hands, fingertips come down to the floor, look down. Inhale, bring your arms up, hands together. Exhale, center line. Now it's your other leg's turn. Stick it out to the side. And take your hand down the top of your leg. And when you do that, you can tell probably where your stretch is. Just breathe. Every time you inhale, you lengthen a little bit. And every time you exhale, you soften a little bit. Give yourself some time in the stretch. And we'll inhale and lift up. And your leg that was extended, bring it in and hold it. And place your foot on the floor. Keep holding onto your leg and turn same direction as your leg with your upper body. And keep holding on to your leg. Put your elbow on the top, on the inside of your knee and press. And you can keep holding on to keep your knee pointing up. Or again, once you've got that press, you could bring your other arm around behind you. Let's unwrap. Bring ourselves back into folded up leg position. We'll do one more fountain breath. Inhale to reach up. Exhale, fingertips to the floor and look down. Inhale to reach up, hands together. Exhale, draw your hands down, center line. And one last time for fountain breath in this configuration. Inhale to reach up, hands together. Exhale, center line. Let's turn onto one of your hips and bring yourself down onto your forearm. Once you do that, you're lengthening through your sides. Gotta pull back a little bit on your chin, bring your head in line, and take your top arm into the air. This is a variation of side plank, and we're going to explore a couple variations of side plank. The idea is your head, your rib cage, and your pelvis all in one line, using the strength of your core. Breathe in and breathe out. And take your arm that was up on top and bring it down towards the floor. You can put the back of your hand on the floor and glide it. We're getting a thread the needle. And unwrap. Bring your legs into the pinwheel. Your right, I'm leaning towards my right. Right knee comes forward. Left leg goes back, and you bring your legs into bent. And you can turn towards your front leg. And lean back. Bring your legs back into folded shape. We'll do Robin's breath this time, hands together, pointing your fingers forward, straightening your arms, rounding your back. Inhale, open wide, lift your rib cage, lift your gaze. Exhale, round your back, hands together out in front of you. Inhale and bend your elbows and pull your thumbs towards your sternum. Let's do that again. It's really fountain breath, only moving forward and back instead of up and down. Now we're coming over onto the other side. Your elbow comes down to the floor, and we're finding this variation of side plank where your lower body stays on the floor, your hip is on the floor, your forearm is on the floor, and you're finding strength in your core. So pull your chin back a little, your head, rib cage, and pelvis all in one line. You can start to align your legs too, if you want, and you're taking your top arm into the air, finding the strength of your core. Pull up and in, breathe. And we're threading the needle. Top arm comes underneath your body. Put the back of your hand on the floor. Unthread your needle. You're bringing your bottom knee forward, coming up into the pinwheel. Your legs are bent. one knee in front of the other, and you can turn towards your front leg. Let's bring both legs in. Fold up your legs. We'll do another robin's breath. Hands together. Straighten your arms, round your back. Open your arms wide. Lift your chest. Bring your arms out in front of you, round your back. Bend your elbows. Bring your hands back to first position. Is there a breath pattern that seems natural to you? I usually inhale to open and exhale to close, but you might decide that there's a better way for you. We'll do one more. Just breathe. Let's face down towards the floor. And we'll find some plank variations here. I have my arms straight and one leg stretching back, tucking my toes under. Bring one leg back and take your opposite arm forward. One leg back, opposite arm forward. Try one leg back and same side arm forward. It's a little more challenging for me, maybe not for you. And then try your leg in the air, opposite arm forward. Try your leg in the air and same side arm forward. Just see how you do. One side might be easier than the other. And once you've finished doing those things, let's move ourselves into squat position. Squat might be feet on the floor and hips pointing down, elbows on the insides of your knees, hands together. Or your squat might look like, because your knees like it better, your squat might look more like a folded up chair with your hips quite a bit higher, and your elbows on the tops of your knees and hands together. They're both squat, just different variations. So find your best squat variation. Invite your lower back to stretch out. Breathe. And we're coming back down towards the floor. Walk your hands forward. Stick your right leg out. Bring your right heel down to the floor. Bring your left hand underneath your left shoulder. Turn to the side and bring your top arm into the air. And we'll square down and switch sides. Left leg goes long, your left heel comes down. Just put your right hand underneath your shoulder and your top arm comes into the air. This is another variation of the side plank. We'll square down. This time coming all the way back to a forward fold. You're rocking a little bit in your forward fold. Breathe in and breathe out. Then assist your lift up to standing position. Roll through your shoulders. Take your right foot forward and your left foot back. You can lift and lower your back heel. And rock back. Find the half splits. Lift up and tilt into the pyramid pose. Lift up. Step your back foot all the way forward. And rock back. Find the half splits. And lift up and tilt forward. And lift up. Step together at the top of your mat, and we'll find the dancer pose. Dancer is standing on one foot and taking your other leg back. When you take your other leg back, you're already in the dancer pose. If you'd like to experiment with some different variations, you can take your foot off the floor. You can bend your knee and hold on to your leg. You can bring your other hand someplace else, forward or up. And placing both feet down, roll through your shoulders and switching legs. One leg comes back. You might take your foot off the floor. You might bend your knee. Hold on and move your thigh back. Your other arm can come up or forward. And both legs down. Let's come into a forward fold again. And inhale to lift up. Step your right foot back. We're turning and opening to the side a little bit, coming into extended side angle. Your left leg is forward. Your left arm comes down to your left thigh, either your hand or your elbow. Your right hand can come to your right side, or you can take it up and overhead. And finding strength in your core from your pelvis all the way up through the crown of your head, and then from your shoulder up through your fingertips. Try to lengthen a little bit more, press down into your legs, move your thighs towards each other energetically, and then take your bottom arm and reach it forward. Breathe. And inhale to lift. Roll your shoulders. You can straighten your front leg. You might walk your back foot forward a little bit, and we'll tilt into the triangle pose. Inhale to lift up. And we'll step together at the top of the mat. Roll through your shoulders. Take your hands to the fronts of your legs and tilt forward. Bend your knees and lift. And we're stepping left foot back. Turn open to the side a little bit. We're easing into the extended side angle. Your right hand comes to right side, your right thigh or your elbow, and your left arm comes over and above. And you're finding strength from your pelvis, through your side bodies, through the crown of your head, from your shoulder up through your fingertips. Now press down into your legs and try floating your right arm forward. We'll inhale and lift up. Straighten your front leg. You might walk your back foot forward a little bit. And we're tilting into the triangle pose. Inhaling to lift up. We'll step together at the top of the mat. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to tilt into a half forward fold. Bend your knees and lift up. Roll through your shoulders. Returning and opening to the side for a half moon shape. So tilting, one arm down and one arm up. And as you tilt, you might start to take your foot off the floor and start to tilt a little bit more. This is another variation of the side plank. Make sure you're breathing steadily. Step down, hands together, face forward, sit back into the chair pose. And we'll switch sides, stepping forward. Your arms come into one up, one down, and then see what happens if you take your foot off the floor and balance. And step down, turn your toes forward, heels in line, sit back into the chair pose. And rise. Roll through your shoulders. We'll do a moving breath, just like we did before. We're moving and breathing. Let's turn, face one edge of the mat, and tilt into the pyramid pose. Walk your hands down towards the floor and try lifting your back leg any amount into the air. Put your back foot down, walk your hands up, and we'll bend into warrior one pose. Stretch your arms up. Breathe. Your arms come down. Just switch your feet or turn on your mat like I'm doing. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale to tilt into the pyramid pose. Then bend your front knee. Bring your fingertips down towards the floor. And try lifting your back leg any amount. Your back foot comes down. Walk your hands up, bending into your front knee and taking your arms overhead. Warrior one. Exhale your arms down, stepping together. We'll find the tree pose. Just lift one heel and turn your knee out to the side and take your foot and bring it on the inside of your standing leg. And as you're standing, balancing, you can bring your hands together. And switching legs. And as you're standing, balancing, you can bring your arms up. Arms come down, both feet down, hips in a circle, another direction. And bring yourself up towards the top of your mat. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to hinge. We'll bring ourselves down. You can do any variation of the side plank that you want. So we did on our forearms, on our knees, on our sides of our hips. You might try the variation where you bring both legs long and your hips are in the air. Or it could be on your forearm. And once you do one variation on one side, then try a variation on the other side. It might be the same one or it might be a different one. And we're facing down, squaring down towards the floor. Round in, bring yourself into the child's pose. Once you've been in child's pose for a bit, you can bring yourself back into a seated position with your legs folded. You can put one hand inside the other and touch your thumbs together. Turn your attention to your inhales and your exhales. If you don't feel like lying down today, then you can stay upright like that. If you'd like to lie down, you can bring yourself onto your back. Once you're on your back, if you're on your back, you can have your knees bent, or you can have one leg straight or both legs straight. Being on your back, especially if you have a cough, lots of us have coughs for all kinds of different reasons. But sometimes laying flat on your back can exacerbate your cough. So you could try laying on your side, or you could sit back up if you feel like that's better for you. Sort of focus on your breathing, your inhales and your exhales. When you breathe in, say to yourself, I'm inhaling. And when you breathe out, say to yourself, I'm exhaling. Now, this technique is breath awareness. I'm inhaling, I'm exhaling is a pattern that you give your mind to do while you are doing the physical process of breathing. I'm inhaling, I'm exhaling. You might notice your mind wanders a lot. That's okay. Key here is gentleness and gentle persistence. Breathe in, I'm inhaling, and breathe out, I'm exhaling. Invite your breath to be full and expansive. And if possible, breathe in and out through your nose. If that's not possible or if it doesn't feel comfortable, then breathe any way that makes sense for you. That's a very key point. It's all the techniques. If they're not working for you, you are free to change or make an adjustment. From breath awareness, we'll use the technique of inviting your exhale to be a little bit longer than your inhale. So you can still use those same words and say to yourself, I'm inhaling, and then say to yourself, I'm exhaling, I'm exhaling, I'm exhaling. As many times as you want to, between 2 and 4 or 5. And then I'm inhaling just once, your natural, regular inhale. And then I'm exhaling a couple of times. It doesn't have to, the number's not important. Just that you're stretching out your exhale a little bit, letting it get a little more expansive. Taking your regular inhale, and then I'm exhaling, I'm exhaling, I'm exhaling. Your inhale happens naturally, it's full and expansive. And try I'm exhaling a few times.
Now, gently let your breath techniques fade. You're simply breathing and observe the effects on your thoughts and your mind. Notice what the qualities of your thoughts are. Maybe you notice first what you're thinking about. That's the contents of your thoughts. And then notice the qualities of your thoughts. Are your thoughts fast or slow? Do they seem kind of electric, zingy? Do they seem fuzzy? What are your thoughts like? And what are the qualities of your thoughts? Breathe in and breathe out. As you're noticing the qualities of your thoughts, you might observe, take one more step back, and observe patterns in your thoughts. And take just one more step back and notice that you, the observer, are not your thoughts. Take a soft inhale and exhale. And wherever you are, however you've placed your body, you can wiggle through your toes. Notice and observe the tops and the bottoms of your feet. Notice your ankles. Notice your lower legs, your knees, your thighs. Notice the area of your pelvis, your hips. And notice the middle of your torso, your belly, your sides, and your back. Observe, notice your rib cage. Notice your shoulders, your upper arms, your elbows, your forearms, your wrists, your hands, and your fingers. Observe and notice your neck, front, side, back, inside of your throat. Notice your head, your face, your scalp, the organs of your senses, like your skin, your eyes, nose, mouth, ears. Take a big inhale. Notice and feel your whole body. And on your exhale, you can gradually bring yourself back up to a tall spine if you are not already there. Well, let go of your meditation practice and start to notice your surroundings with any of your senses that are available to you right now. You might notice things that you see, things that you smell or taste, things that you hear, or things that you feel. And just pick one sense and notice two things, three things with that one sense. So if it's your sight, you might notice a texture or a color or light. And give yourself even a taller spine. Bring your hands together and rub your hands together. We'll find the fountain breath we started with, inhaling, reaching your arms up, exhaling, fingertips to the floor, look down. Inhaling, reaching your arms up, exhaling, hands to center line. Inhaling, reach up. Exhaling, fingertips to the floor, look down. Inhaling, reach up, put your hands together. Exhaling, center line. Do one more. Big soft inhale and soft exhale. And strong inhale and soft exhale. Thank you so much. Thanks for practicing today with me and with Comeback Yoga. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. And make sure to drink some water and eat some nice food and do something that gives you comfort and ease. And have a great weekend. I'll see you next time.